Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 213. Yes, it's Friday the 13th. How about that? For me, it's a lucky day because I was born on the 13th. At least that's the way I look at it. But anyway, welcome to the show. What I do on Bull City Hangout is to tell you what's happening today in Durham. It's an offshoot of the Durham Skywriter, Durham's online community paper, which you can check out in its entirety at durhamskywriter.com. We have a special guest coming on a little bit later, but what I'm going to do now is to make some announcements. So let me put on my specs and move my keyboard out of the way. Grab my little iPad here. So I'm going to go to the Word page. That's the government and nonprofit information page, chock full of really great programs and services that you can check out for yourself and your family. And you can find places to volunteer. Look who's here. Dave is here. Old school Dave. TGIF, thank God it's Friday, buddy. Indeed, fist bump. Heavy here, Dave. Wonder how the weather's doing there in Texas. Yesterday, I just couldn't believe it when you said it was a bit of a, what did you say? A cold spell at 82 degrees. Unbelievable. Let me continue. So I'm on the Word page. You might have noticed, check it out. I have a new chair. Trying to look after my getting more like support for my back and just trying to sit straighter and be more comfortable as I get older. So because I've noticed that my back sometimes hurts a little bit, and I notice I'm not sitting straight. So got a new chair here. Very happy with it. Let me continue. Okay. So, if you're looking to have your taxes done for free, if you need some help, you can definitely do that. You do not contact the library, even though it's held at the library, the main one downtown at 300 North Roxborough Street. They're doing this on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays through April 15th. Of course, you have to make an appointment. So, you're making an appointment with AARP. So, they help people of all taxpayers of all ages, but especially seniors, because AARP is all about being older. So you might want to check it out. There's a phone number. I've got an email, different ways that you can contact them to make an appointment on a Monday, Wednesday, or Friday at the main library. And I think it's up on the third floor, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure about that. But somewhere in the library, when you make your appointment, they'll let you know. So definitely check that out. And Dave is saying, Fancy, congrats, buddy. Yeah, I love this. It's really, I watched a bunch of YouTube videos. I looked for comfortable, adjustable office chairs below $200 because I didn't want to pay too much. And I wanted it to be adjustable. So, because I really needed that extra back support, which I am getting. And also this is adjustable. Everything's adjustable. It goes up and down and right to left and all that. I'm getting used to it and I really like it. It's very comfortable. I like having arms on my chair. I really like that. I can really get comfortable and like I said, I'm well supported and I like that. So let me continue. Now, the Durham County Libraries are open until 6 tonight because it is Friday. And then they reopen tomorrow at 10. And of course, Bragtown is not open on the weekend, but the main library is not only open on Saturdays, but now it's open on Sundays as well. I think it's 1 to 6. Let me check real quick. Let me check. Durham County. Oh, Durham County. Okay, libraries. Okay, there's so much on this page, I just don't know what to do. Yeah, so the main library is open, 1 to 6 on Sundays. Great for youngsters doing their homework. That's really beautiful. Okay, now talking about Durham County, what I would like for you to do is to consider signing up for the low income energy assistance program. Is called LEAP around here. And basically, it's for low income folks. So if you think you might be considered low income, but you're not sure, just go ahead and apply because at the worst, they'll say no. But if you're if you are accepted into the program, what they do is to make a one-time three, four, or $500 payment to Duke Energy or wherever you're getting your heat to keep you warm this winter. You don't want to lose your heat because you've fallen behind your bill. So this is to help you out. So if you have already fallen behind, or if you think you might fall behind because of your income, you know how much you're making, then you might want to go ahead and sign up for this program. You can sign up to the end of next month, but they're spending the money as the applications come in. So don't be the last one in line, if you know what I'm saying, because by then maybe they'll have run out of money. And Dave is saying, low energy. I'm in that bracket. I understand. It's nice being chill. Yeah, you don't have to be excitable all the time. Indeed. And in fact, I'm usually chill. I usually kind of ramp it up a little bit during Bull City Hangout because, you don't want me to sit there. Yeah, Durham, what's up? No, you want something a little bit more lively. So let me continue here. I don't want to take up your whole lunch hour. Okay, no classes during for Durham Tech Small Business Center because they usually take Fridays off. But let me check the score because sometimes they have classes on Saturdays. Let me check score real quick. SCORE is the Service Corps of Retired Executives. They help budding entrepreneurs with mentorships and classes and workshops, all kinds of great stuff. So let's see. There is a class tomorrow in person at the Durham County Main Library. It's run by SCORE, and this sounds like a good one. Pricing your product or service. 300 North Roxborough Street tomorrow from 10:30 until noon. You definitely want to check that out because if you price your product or service too low, then people get suspicious and they think maybe it's not high quality. Of course, if you price it too high, you'll scare people away. So you want to get in there right at the right point, the right price point to get people to do business with you. So you learn all about that tomorrow. Okay, let's go to the oh, Scopey's here. Okay, Scopey is here. He's my special guest. I'll bring him on right after the weather. Super awesome. I will definitely bring you on, Scopey. Welcome. Looks like he's walking around downtown. Can't wait to see where he is. But let me just run through this real quick. Let's go to the health page. To your health, real quick. And let's look for the blood drives because you can literally save lives by donating blood. And there are two organizations that collect blood donations. One is the American Red Cross. So let me scroll down to that. Wow, they must be taking the week off. Wow, they're not doing another blood drive until Friday, next Friday. So I'll tell you about that next week on Thursday. Let's check with Blood Connection. Okay, nothing tomorrow, but on Sunday, Blood Connection will be at Kohl's. That's right off of Highway 15501 over there by Home Depot. The official address is 5241 McFarland Road. And that will be on Sunday from 11 until 7. All right. Oh, one more thing. I mean, there's a lot more on the health page, but I do want to bring Scopey on. But I do want to let you know that Health Equipment Loan Program, also known as HELP, they're open today, and they will be open from 1 until 5. They're only open 2 days a week. Tuesdays 10 to 2, and then Fridays 1 to 5. Now, they're located at 4206 North Roxborough Street, and they accept donations of things like wheelchairs, canes, walkers, things to help in the bathroom, things to help you around the house. So they take these items that you donate, they clean them up and fix them if necessary, and then they lend them out to people who need them and can't afford them otherwise. And you can borrow these items for 90 days at a time. It's a great program. It's run by Durham County. So they're open today from 1 until 5. Check them out. Now let me go to the top of the page and click on the big blue health events button and see if there's anything going on today in the health department. Let's see. No. All righty. We're going on now Oh, and Dave is saying scope cast incoming. I love that. I love so when Scobie goes online, he needs to call that a scope cast. I love that. And Scobie, I can see him backstage, so he liked that one. Thumbs up for sure. Okay, I'm going to quickly go through the let's go. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Senior Scope. Let's do Senior Scope and see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life. And it is time to get your applications in if you're 50 plus for the Durham Senior Games and Silver Arts Showcase. That's sports and also the arts. You can read all about it by going to the Word page, look under Durham Parks and Recreation. I also repeated that same information on the senior page and also on the sports page because I don't want you to miss it. So let's see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life, 406 Rigsby Avenue, downtown. Great place to hang out if you're 55 plus. Now, if you like a good movie, oh, wait a minute. Just started a couple of minutes ago, Tai Chi. That started at noon and will go until 1 o'clock in the activity room. But at 12:30, you can get some free popcorn, go to the theater, watch a great movie. Today, they're showing the movie Soul. That's a great movie. Oh my goodness. Well, I don't sit still long enough for movies, but I sat still for that one. Soul is a great movie. And if you just happen, you don't have to be a big jazz fan, but the main person in the movie is an aspiring jazz musician. So if you, and the musicians in the movie, it's an animated movie. They're some of your favorite jazz musicians. And yeah, it's a great movie. Check it out. Starts at 12:30. Also at the Senior Center, afternoon bingo at 1, and then share, flow, and flex at 1. And that will be broadcast live on the Durham Center for Senior Life Facebook page. Let me check for the special events. The Galentine's dance is today from 2 until 4. They're calling it Galentine. I love that. So they're going to have music and dancing during this red and pink themed celebration featuring a special performance by the Seniors on the Move line dancers. They're calling it a Galentine's dance, but you know, the men are definitely invited as well. I think this is called Galentine's to attract the men and not to scare them away. So definitely head over to the Durham Center for Senior Life. That'll be from 2 until 4. If you're 55 plus, it's a free event. Also happening this afternoon, the Aging with Pride Social Club. That's from 2:15 until 3:15 in the classroom, where senior members of the LGBT plus community can meet and hang out, share resources, etc. Now, the last page we will visit is the Let's Go calendar of events page, and then we'll bring Scopy Mosley on. He's patiently waiting, and I appreciate that. Let's see. Oh, the food giveaway. Yes, the Community Health Coalition. They have a food giveaway. It's going on right now, just started, and will be going until 2 at Kyle's Temple, AME Zion Church, 409 Dunstan Avenue. That is right off of Fayetteville Street. And also, now parking is only allowed on the south side of the street, so you might want to approach from Roxborough. So approach from Roxborough, turn on Dunstan, and it's right before you get to Fayetteville Street. Then you can park on the correct side of the street. Alrighty, because I don't think they have a parking lot, even though it's a church. I don't think they have a park. They're right in the middle of the block. It's very, very different. Okay. Anyway, that's going on until 2. Line dancing with Jitterbug if you want to learn the latest line dances and also the classics. Edison Johnson Recreation Center, 500 West Murray Avenue. That's tonight from 6 until 7. The class fee is $4.3 for seniors. Wheels Durham is hosting Family Night Skate. That's at 715 North Hoover Road, where this is going to be from 6 until 8:30. And this is where they pretty much drop the price all the way down to $8 for admission. That's almost like half off. So you can rent skates if you don't have them already. You can rent them for $6. 7 for rollerblades. And if you're an adult, age 18 plus, and you're only there to watch your kid or your little cousin or neighbor or whatever, they still want you to pay a little bit. So you have to pay $4. Hope you don't mind that. Okay. Oh, don't forget, Wheels Durham is going to have Friday night adult night skate for age 18 plus. That is tonight, 9 until midnight, and the admission is back up to 13. Hope you don't mind that little price increase, but that should be a really, really good time. Do some loud. I'm sure the music's going to be loud. Now, if you'd like to run, the Durham NC Park Run is tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, Southern Boundaries Park, 100 Third Fork Road, and that's right off of MLK. Use your GPS to find, because I can't figure out exactly where that is, but I do know there's a parking lot there. So you can park your car. The Durham Farmers Market is from 9 until noon in Durham Central Park downtown, 501 Foster Street. South Durham Farmers Market, same, 9 to noon at Hub RTP 500 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54. At both of these farmers markets, you can really get the most out of your money. You can like double your money. Stop at the manager's table before you go shopping. If you are using SNAP, EBT, WIC, if you live in a DHA building or house, definitely stop by the manager's table so you can double your money. They want all of us to have access to fresh, beautiful food, especially for the kids. Okay, don't forget the Durham Craft Market. They're out there as well in Durham Central Park on the north end of the park from 9 until noon. Now, with it being second Saturday, that means the PAC meetings are going on and there's some food giveaways. So let me run through those real quick, then I'll bring on Scopy. So Jules Outreach, they have Jules Feeding Friends. That's a food giveaway at Monroe Christian Church, 1701 Sherman Avenue. And that's, like if you're on Highway 55, then you go behind the Burger King and then you'll find it. So that is from 9:30 until 11 tomorrow. Now, the District 3 meeting, District 3 PAC meeting, PAC is Partners Against Crime. That's a really great way to find out what's going on in your neighborhood. You can find out also what's happening in Durham Parks and Recreation, City of Durham, and Durham County. So that meeting will be at 10 at Lyon Park, the rec center, which is at 1309 Halley Street. If you can't go in person, you can attend via Zoom. Check it out on the Let's Go page. Now, District 4 and 5 meet together. Though that PAC meeting is at the IR Home Senior, also known as Campus Hills Recreation Center, 2000 South Austin Avenue. Same deal. It starts at 10. And again, you can attend via Zoom if you want to do it that way. The Bragtown Community Association, they have their monthly community meeting. That's going to be tomorrow from 10 until noon at Bragtown Baptist Church, 3218 North Roxborough Street in the Fellowship Room. Now, they're going to have self-tours of the Pauline Murray Center for History and Social Justice. That's going to be from 10 until 2. And Scopy, since you're into the arts and describing arts for visually impaired people, why don't you see if you can connect with the Pauline Murray Center since they have self-tours? Yeah, think about that. But anyway, that's going to be from 10 until 2 tomorrow. It's called Open Saturday. And the address is 906 Carroll Street. Now, here's the food giveaways. White Rock Baptist Church at 3400 Fayetteville Street. They're going to have their community food distribution from 11 until 1. And then One Love Christian Church at 1315 Horton Road. They're going to have their drive-through food distribution on tomorrow from 11 until 1. So don't be ashamed. If you need help, that's what they're there for. And they've got plenty of food to give away. So definitely do that. Now, the Community Health Coalition, they will continue with their food giveaway at Kyle's Temple tomorrow at noon. And I think there's one more. Oh, Jamaat Ibad al-Rahman, they'll be giving away food. Their neighborhood food pantry giveaway at 3034 Fayetteville Street is going to be tomorrow from 2 until 4. And I'll remind you during tomorrow's show. Don't forget to take the kids roller skating tomorrow. Wheels Durham is open I guess you can say it's early-ish, 11 until 1:30. They're going to have kids bobskate, so that should be fun for the kids. All right. I think that's it. Is that it? That's it. Okay, let's do the weather and then let's bring on Scopy. I'm not even going to bother with my intro. Let's just get right into it. It's 47 degrees right now. It's going up to 50, and it looks like it's sunny all afternoon. Yeah, it's going to be sunny all afternoon. Love that. So the high today is 50. Now tomorrow the high is 58. Like Tracy Brewer saying, hey Tracy, happy to have you here on Bull City Hangout. We'll be bringing on a guest in just a second. So tomorrow's going to be 58. That's not bad for winter. Now Sunday's a different thing. 95% chance of rain with a high of 49. That doesn't sound real friendly, but it is what it is. Monday, it looks like it'll be back up to 57, and Friday is going to be 73. Too much. This is too much. I love it. Now, let's bring on our guest, Scopy. So let me see. Click on dynamic scene, add Scopy to scene, click on, okay, wait a minute. Click on transition. Boom, Scopy.
Am I here?
You are here
Scopy
indeed.
is here.
Hey, how are you, Scopy?
Everything's working out. I'm great. Like you said, I am walking downtown, walking around downtown, getting things done.
Awesome. And Dave's happy to see you. He's happy to see
Hey,
some
Dave.
woo wee.
I'm
Indeed.
I'm right here. I'm on Main Street, actually, by the Visitor Center and Truist Bank. Is where I am.
Excellent. Excellent. I hope you do stop in at the visitor center because we're
That's
talking
why I'm
about
here. Yeah,
excellent. You're hooking up, Scopy. I love it. Getting that
yes.
hook up.
So I'm here to tell people about Sunday at 7 p.m. We are
Okay.
hosting a virtual event which is
Mhm.
called Listening to a City, and it
Ooh,
is a audio described tour and discussion group about public art here in downtown Durham. So
nice.
I'm going to be sharing some audio descriptions of public art here in downtown Durham,
Okay.
and we're going to be having a conversation about the impact of art in public spaces.
Nice. And is this especially for people who are visually impaired
Well, it is
or
to
anybody?
help accessibility for people who are visually impaired, but it's for anyone who wants to engage in that conversation. And it's always nice to have someone read something to you.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'll bet a lot of Durhamites they probably see Polly Murray all over the place, probably wondering who is that lady I keep.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. So, making connecting the dots for people
mm,
and presenting access for those who may not have access.
nice. So where's this going to be?
It is a conference call. So I have sent you the information for you to put on the Durham Skywriter so people can join. There's several
Okay,
ways you can call in. There's a conference call app that you can use the app. So you can get on in different ways.
okay. So you did send me the email. I did see it. So I'll do the write up as soon as the show's over, so that people can know about it, and I will mention it during tomorrow's show as well.
Yeah.
So how'd you get into that, Scopy?
Well, I'm a part of a group called the Guiding Project, where
Mhm.
that's our goal, is to connect those dots for accessibility using technology and community and art. So it's kind of an outpouring of a lot of different segments of, what I do, who I am, my identities, and, just figuring out ways that, it can be a real tangible thing for people.
Mhm. That's really, really, really nice that you're doing that. And I do hope that you can be known for doing this by connecting with the with other entities, including
Yeah.
maybe the Pauli Murray Center because they have all these different tours.
That's a great thought. This part, we got a fire engine coming.
Woo!
Uh,
Big city.
listening to a city, right?
Indeed, for real. Yeah,
I'm
if
gonna
you
move over here. It was a little less busy.
okay.
Um,
So yeah, so if you can make those connections with the Palm
yeah,
Springs,
definitely.
maybe even
Yeah.
the Nasher Museum of Art, and Conventions Bureau. And actually, somebody told me that I need to tell you about the Lions Club.
Oh yeah, I'm aware of the Lions Club.
Oh,
Definitely.
okay,
Yeah.
because I'm actually going to go to. I mean, I know who they are, but I haven't been to
Mhm.
one of their meetings yet, and I wanted to go to one of their meetings to tell them about senior pharmacist. I understand they meet on Wednesdays at 12:30.
Okay.
So if you ever wanted to come with,
Okay. I'll let you know.
yeah, because I'm going to go soon
Okay.
on a Wednesday at 12:30. I think they're off of Hillendale Road.
Okay. Wednesdays are good for me.
Okay, good. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. So
Yes.
we are encouraging people to so-called tune in on
Yes.
Sunday.
On Sunday at 7 p.m.
So is this going to be a regular thing, or is this your first time doing this?
Well,
Or
we do different programming throughout. So every year there is a February program. So I have a once a month support group for people who are blind and visually impaired. So twice a
oh,
year, we open up our support group and do some kind of programming where it's not just us, it's anyone can come. So in December, we always do something, like we did storytelling this past December. And in February, we open it up. So this is a yearly thing where we have an open program where we open our community up to other people.
excellent. And Dave said, put on your calendar, 7 p.m. Sunday. Got the calendar right there. Thank you, Dave. Nice. Oh, I was going to say something. I got distracted. Oh, shoot. Oh, if you could email me the information about the support group, because on my health page, I do
Okay,
actually have different support group meetings of all different types of groups and organizations and people and whatever.
I will do that.
Yeah, I would love to add that so that people can, do you also help people, like if they're visually impaired, how to get the most use out of computers?
Yes, well, we've had different programs and initiatives around that. During COVID, we actually had a program where we helped people learn how to online shop. So people who were
Yeah.
visually impaired who had never online shopped, we helped
Yeah.
them to make sure that they would have access during that time. And there's been other like one-off events that we do, but
Mhm.
definitely accessibility is a big, part of the work that we do.
Yeah, we don't seem to in Durham. We don't seem to have a department for people with disabilities. I mean, we kind of do. I mean, the mayor's office has a committee
Hmm.
for people with disabilities, but I kind of wish people could go to one place where they
Right.
can get all the information they need for disabilities, including fun things like the arts and sports.
Yeah, it's a piecemeal. It's like no centralization at all.
Yeah.
It's who you know.
Yeah, I mean that's cool. I mean, and I certainly don't mind sharing the information,
Right,
but I guess with my coming from such a big city, like there's a department on aging in Chicago, and
right.
there's department, disabilities, and all this sort of thing. But we're much smaller, and I understand. But if there's a way for all the disability information groups to come together with one big gigantic website or something, that
Hmm.
would be nice. Because, like for example, organizations like Durham Congregations in Action, they have information for like food pantries.
Right.
They compile all the information. And actually, I use that information in the Durham Skywriter as well. But I don't think there's anything like that for disabilities.
Not that centralized, no.
Hmm. You might have to do something about that, Scope.
I'm gonna have to do something about that.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So,
Definitely.
yeah, but thanks for coming on the show. Did you
You're
want to show
welcome.
us around a little bit? So where are you at now? CCB
Uh,
Plaza?
Yeah, I am at the plaza right now.
Like,
I'm actually
okay.
going to go down. You've frequently talked about the Glass Jug co-working time, and it's right now 12 on
Yeah.
Friday. So I said I'm going to walk through there.
Let me know how that goes because I actually haven't done so yet, but I want to contact them and do Bull City Hangout from there one Friday to help
Okay,
promote. But I just haven't found the time
I
to
get
do
it.
that. And let me know what it's like.
I will.
And then I'll do a follow up and see if I can actually broadcast from there.
I'm sure they would like the advertising.
Yeah, well, they must have really fast internet. I mean, if they can have all those people in there with their
Yeah,
laptops, so they must have really good internet, which means live
definitely,
streaming should be a breeze. So,
definitely.
okay, Scopy, thanks again.
All
I
right,
really appreciate it when you come
no
by.
problem. And shout out to Dave. Hey, Dave.
Dave, indeed.
A real fist bump. Here you
There you
go.
go.
Like.
Boom. For real. Thanks, Scopy.
All right,
I'll
y'all
see
have a
you
good
soon.
weekend.
Okay, take
All right,
care.
you too.
Bye bye. Awesome. That is so fun when people drop by. I love it. And Scopy, of course, is I'm not going to say new friend because I guess I've known Scopy has it been a year yet? Half a year? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Love making friends with people who are just really cool, like Dave and Scopy, and William likes to drop by every now and then. And let me, and Tracy, who's saying thanks. Hope you become a regular viewer. And actually, Tracy, if you or someone you know is running a business or you want to promote something, you can do what Scopy did. I always post the link. It's always a different link every day. That's the way the software works. But you can click on the link on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page and you can join me on camera. And now, if you're like Scopy, and you don't necessarily have Facebook, or maybe he asked me to email him or text him the link because he was downtown. I think that's anyway. There's different ways of getting on the show. It's every day, weekday at noon, and then Saturdays at 10. So just you don't need permission if you ever want to come on the show. Just hop right on camera, and I'll bring you on after I do the weather. And that is it. Let me thank everybody. Let me thank Scopy. Let me thank Dave. Let me thank Tracy. And let me thank all the viewers. Oh, whoa. Sorry for MS. Oh, see, I wasn't even aware of that. MS, so that's multiple sclerosis, I think. And my friend Ralph back home, he has MS. My cousin, my play cousin, had MS. Actually, I had a co-worker with MS, and my first boss when I was in college had MS. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, come on this show, Tracy, for sure. I didn't know there was MS awareness though. Absolutely. And Dave, yes, have a happy and great weekend. You too. And Scopy saying, "Oh, you don't have Facebook on your phone, only on the tablet." That makes sense, right? So I always post the link on Facebook, and the reason I do that is because I used to post it on YouTube because the show is also on YouTube and Twitch, and you can't really control YouTube. Facebook is safer. Somebody showed up naked from YouTube. Yeah. So I only put the link on Facebook because it's a lot safer for both you and me. And Tracy's saying it. Oh, okay. Diagnose. Okay. So Tracy has MS. Okay. Okay. And actually, on my health events page, I list all of these support group meetings. And I don't remember ever seeing anything about MS. As many people as I know or have known with MS, I'm sure that there are a lot of people out there with it. And I need to learn more about it. And I need to, yeah, I need to get with you about that. And yes, they were disrobed, Dave. Yeah, it was really embarrassing. But I reacted so quickly, I don't even think anybody noticed. And then after the show, I edited that part out. And Dave is saying, "Good luck Sunday, Scopy. You're going to knock it out of the park." Indeed. indeed. So I think that is it for today's show. To look at the weather again to see if it moved up at all. Still 47, but the high will still be 50. Not bad. 58 tomorrow, 49 Sunday with rain. And that is it for today's show. Um, I was thinking of going to the PAC meeting tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be doing the show live at 10 or pre recorded, but we'll see. In any case, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow somehow, either pre recorded or live. Oh, wait, can't say ciao for now without lining up my outro. It's lined up. There you go. Indeed, Tracy. Indeed. Okay, so that is it for today's show. She's saying, have a great day. I really appreciate that. Hope you have a great day as well. Hope you get to go outside. I mean, the sun's out. It might not be warm, but for winter, it's not bad. 50, I can deal with that. So, anyway, ciao for now. See you tomorrow.